Good afternoon. Just trying to set up the camera, so bear with me. Just wait for people to log on. While I faff with this. Hello, give me a shout if you're logging on. Let me know. Okay, hopefully. A bit wobbly, but let's give that a go. So I think I'm going to have to draw the curtains today. It's so nice. I wish I could go outside. But yeah, internet signal and neighbours doing work. So I'm just going to bring it a bit closer. Cause it's brilliant. So just get yourself sorted. I know you can see what's going on. The joys of online. Just as I went live, it went crazy, which isn't helpful. So, see my ceiling for a little while. Hi Jess, you okay? Excuse the bad camera work for a moment. Setup has been messed with by a toddler, so I'm needing to sort it all out. That's a bit better. Trying to make sure it's not too wonky. So today we are going to be using weights and bands. So I've got my door open so far. That's okay, isn't it? It's a little bit skew if I try and sort it while I'm waiting for everyone. Hate it when it's like that, so we'll make sure that we can just try our best, eh? That's all we can do. Cool, more people joining, brilliant. So just make sure you've got that water. Got those weights, if you've got any. Okay. Yeah, we're a bit skewy for some reason. I can't get it straight today. My new tripod's on order. Cool, okay, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with it. We'll go with it. It'll be fine. Okay, so hopefully you can see me right. It's really bright outside, and obviously it's a side light rather than a down, so it means you can't quite see as easily. It should be fine. So we're going to get started in a second. I'm just going to sort out my tablet, so I've got my timer going, and then we will have a nice workout. So it's quite warm. If you can get outside, I know that Babi Actif put it up earlier, get outside. It is so nice today. I thought it was going to be cold, but it's not. It's really, really nice. So get out there, you only need your phone, that's all you need. So get out there ready, set up, and make sure you've got water and your weights. Okay, right, we're going to get going, I think. We are on 5 minutes past, actually. That's slow from the power cut. So we're going to get going, so I want you to start marching on the spot for me. Let's go. So, march on the spot. As people join, they're getting it, they know what's going on, and obviously a lot of people are doing it on catch-up, which is amazing. Really, really pleased with that. So this is the 6-month plus class. As always, just make sure that you are able to exercise from your GP. I know that's hard at the moment, but even 6 months down the line, we still need to make sure that we are okay to exercise. And if you have any pains apart from like muscular working pains, then I want you to stop, okay? So I'm not in the room with you. If you're dizzy at any point, I need you to stop as well. So 3, 2, and 1. Let's go into light squats. Just bringing those arms in. Do a little bit more of glute activation today as well. So we're just warming up, we're not going very low at all, just making sure those hips are all nice and warm, those joints moving. Lovely. So I will be talking about, actually let's go into those lunges first. So step back into lunge as always, dropping yourself down nice and steady, making sure that front knee isn't going over your toes. So I'm going to be talking about, very similar to what I spoke about on Monday in the 0 to 6 months. We're going to be talking about why we do certain things in postnatal exercise that we wouldn't always do in other exercises classes. Swap over, and then just a few little tips here and there that we'll be doing, okay? So just a quick 10-minute chat, if that, afterwards, just about certain things, why we do them, and what they are, really. Lovely. Okay, wrist rotations. That's it, and keep going, and now the other way. Okay, we're doing some glute activation now. So I spoke about glute activation last week, and we're going to do that in the warm-up today. So we won't always do this, but it's good to give you guys the skills of what to do with it. It's also the thing that I was talking about quite a lot last week, of doing this before you go for a walk, especially if you're pushing that buggy, carrying that baby, get those glutes awake. Or if you are, because 6 months plus class now, if you are going out for little runs or anything like that, then activating those glutes first is really important. They are your stabilisers, aren't they? That's what we talked about. We want them to be firing, we want them to be working as hard as they can, to be stabilising and to be functioning in the right way. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to down on the floor and we're going to do some fire hydrants. So these are side leg lifts. We do all these exercises in class. So you go onto all fours, nice 4-point contact, okay? Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then we lift to the side. So that knee goes out to the side. So I'll go in the diagonal so you can see, and we go out to the side, making sure we're not rocking over at any point. So you can do 5 on each side. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on the other side. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to do something called a donkey kick. So that is kicking that leg backwards, keeping that heel down, foot flat, backwards like that. Okay? We do 5 on each leg. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then back up on your feet. We're now going to do some crab walks or side steps, whatever you want to call them. Then you go down into lowering that bum down into the side step, and we just go across. 1, 2, 3. And back the other way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay? So if that was 12, you can do it to 10. 10 or 12 is perfect. We're now going to do some squats just to warm up. So we're going to go a bit lower than we did in the first bit of the warm up. So we're going to go 10 of these. 1, back up as if you're sitting in a chair. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Okay, so that's 10 of those. Glutes should be nice and fired up now, so we'll do a few stretches. So as we've been doing low body, we'll stretch low body first. So push that leg back, nice straight back leg. Bend that front one, nice straight torso. Relax shoulders, looking forwards for me. Good, just stretching out that calf. Hope you've all got some good music on at home and out in this sunshine. And swap over. So holding it there. Make sure that core's engaged, we're not leaning forwards at all. Brilliant. Okay, quick hamstring one as well. Heel down, toes up, push that bum back, lean forwards, hand on, pushing it down. Hold in there. Brilliant. And swap over. So obviously we'll do stretching again at the end, but a lot slower at the end. Okay, some quick arm rotations for me. So we'll go forwards, soft knees, bringing those arms forwards, that's it, and then bringing them back. Brilliant. Okay, stretch forwards, linking those hands together, pushing out those shoulder blades. Lovely. And then we're going to go up. Let's go slightly over. Back to centre and over again. Nice, nice stretch. Okay, I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Interlocking those fingers, pushing back, really squeezing those shoulder blades, looking forwards, nice deep breath in and out. Brilliant. Okay, roll those shoulders back, roll them forwards. So the first exercise we're going to do today, you can do with or without weights. So obviously I'm not there physically in the room with you, I don't know where you're up to, but if you feel that you want to, if you do it the first time and you want to make it harder the second time we do it, then add weights, okay? So the first one I'm not going to do it with weights, but show you how to hold them, and then we may build it up as we go, okay? So grab your weights if you've got them. My toddler has gone outside, so I better close that door. We'll have a visitor otherwise. Okay, so you can have those weights here. We're going to go very, very wide, and we're going to be doing side lunges and coming back up. But if you don't want your weights, absolutely fine. I'm not going to use weights for this one. So we're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So the first one we're doing is a nice static side lunge. So you go down into the side lunge and you push back up with this leg. Now as you go down, I want you to make sure this bum is leading, that you're leading back with your bum. So you're not doing this and then back up. That's not going to do anything. Okay? You want to be coming down, pushing that bum back, okay? Keeping that back nice and flat and pushing back up. So, get your weights ready if you want them. If you're not quite ready for that, that's absolutely fine. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice and wide. Down. Breathe out as you come back up. That's it. Good. Nice and low. 25 more seconds. We're doing alternate sides. Keep that chin up, looking forwards. Brilliant. Just making sure it's nice and smooth, both sides. Lovely. 10 seconds. Good work. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Back up. Excellent. Okay, again, this one we're going to do without weights. So if you're holding them, put them down. We're going to be doing a squat with a knee to elbow, okay? And if you find that you're not balanced when you're doing this, go back down to the squat, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So on a standard squat, ignore my timer, feet out slightly so your knees are going out, and we're going to squat down, and then as we come back up, knee to elbow, okay? But if that's too much, if you're finding as you get up, you come up and you're like all over the place, okay? I want you just to stay in that squat, just squatting, up and down, getting those arms involved, okay? So we're going to go in. Bring my timer over here so I can actually manage it rather than it being over there. In 3, 2, 1, get into position, and off we go. So squat, knee to elbow, crunching together, okay? Getting that knee high, pulling that elbow down. Well done. Come on, keep that moving. Get the heart rate up as we're doing it. I really hope you guys are outside. It would be so much nicer outside, that's for sure. Good. That's it, come on, keep it moving, keep it moving. 12 seconds, we're getting that heart rate up with this one. If it's just normal squats, it's absolutely fine, you can still get that heart rate up. Make sure those knees aren't going over toes, lead with those glutes. Last one. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to go into bicep curl and shoulder press. So you need to get those weights, you need 2 weights. If you've only got one, just do a single arm. And then swap. Okay? So, 5 seconds. Feet hip width apart, palms facing forwards. Curl up, turn, press. Okay, that's what we're doing. So, I want you to breathe out on the effort. As those weights are coming back down, that's when you're breathing in. As those weights are going up, that's when you're breathing out. So get ready, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Curl, turn, press. Breathe in, and out. Okay, I want soft knees while you're doing this, not locked out, nice and soft. And then we are going core engaged, keeping you nice and stable. If it's too much with both of them, put one down and just do one side. Okay, and then swap. Loads of options. Keep it going. Make sure you're not letting those hips fly forwards like that as you're doing it, okay? Brilliant. We're now going down on the floor. So, down on the floor, into a half side plank. Now, what's important with this one is we're going to add a flow into it. So you go as straight as you can, doesn't matter if you've got a bit of a kink, go as straight as you can, ear, shoulder, hip, knee. And then you breathe in before you move, so you breathe in, and then we breathe out. Elongate that body, and back down. And then breathe out as you go up. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. One side this time, other side next time, both sides the last time. So, make sure that elbow directly under that shoulder. Nice and straight line, as straight as you can get it. And then we're going to add that flow into it. So nice and dynamic, not putting too much pressure on that core, use narrow obliques, but making sure we're not putting that pressure down the midline. Adding this flow into it and moving up and down will reduce that, and it also means that you're building that strength up bit by bit, okay? So, off we go. Make sure you're not overextending that pelvis. Just nice movements. Can really feel that in the side of your torso. Cross your obliques. The breath is really important because as you're breathing out, I want you to draw that core in. That belly button to spine, I want you to draw it in. 10 seconds. Adjust your position if you need to. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, 40 seconds rest. Get some water. And then we are going to go into the next round. Alright, so next round will be straight after this one. My water is always too far away. Always too far away. Okay, we've got 20 seconds, so we're going to those side lunges. So if you want to add those weights now, if you find it a bit too easy the first time, grab those weights. So I'm just going to add one. Not going to go mad, just going to add one today. So nice, wide legs. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Breathe in and out. That's it. As low as you can get that bum, leading with that bum now, okay? 20 seconds. Keep moving it, keep pushing that bum back. Keeping those knees in line. 10 seconds, keep going. That's it. Pushing that bum right back, that's the key. Not just bouncing from side to side, we don't want to be doing that. Okay, squats from knee to elbow. This is your cardio element, so I want you to make that heart rate get higher and higher as we do this. If you aren't lifting those knees up, squat at a good pace, okay? As long as you're not getting any pelvic pulling, pelvic pain, go for it, okay? So 3, 2, 1. Squat down, knee to elbow. That's it. Keeping that head up, looking forwards, okay? We don't want to be doing this. Don't be dropping down, we want to be keeping that head up. Brilliant. Try and not curve that back, so as you're doing it, we're not curving over, we're bringing the limbs together. Keeping those shoulders back, that's it. They don't have to touch, they just have to get close to each other. 10 seconds. Feeling this one this time. Come on. Breathe out as you're coming together. 3, 2, 1, stop there. Okay, bicep curl into shoulder press, so grab those weights. We're coming up and pressing. So palms out to start with. Get those weights in those hands. Toes out. Sorry, not toes out. Feet hip width apart. And in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Curl, turn, press. Core engaged. Breathing in as you come back down. Breathe out. And especially with that bicep curl, make sure those hips are steady. You don't want them flying forwards, okay? Get that core engaged, and if you're finding it, drop a weight, go single. You can even use one weight for both arms. So bringing it together, curl, press, back down, okay? Lots of options. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, lovely. Okay, weights down, onto the floor on your other side. So I did it on my right shoulder last time, so I'm going on to my left. It will probably be the opposite for you guys. Okay, we're going in 3, 2, 1, breathe in and out. I can't stipulate how important this out breath is with this move, okay? Really important. We're going to be talking about active breath afterwards. You can see I'm not lifting very far, and I've got a loose top on today, so it's going to be hanging down as I do it. So I'm not overextending that pelvis. Nearly there. One more. Lovely. About 35 seconds rest now, so again, get a drink. It's hot today, which is amazing. Love it so much. And especially if you're out in that garden, make sure you're drinking, okay? I know that's what I shout about all the time. Because in these sessions I can shout about it because I don't do it myself very often. So I need to make sure that you guys are. Now, we're going to go into those side lunges again. Now, again, add those weights if you want to. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go with one again. So, nice and wide. Weight together. Down we go. Pushing that bum back, okay? I'm going to come sideways so you can see. Push that bum back. Shoulders up. Still able to look forwards. Good. So we're not just going like that. We're not, that knee isn't coming over those toes. Going back with that bum. Brilliant. Come on, 20 seconds. What about getting that right technique? No point hurting ourselves at the minute, is there? 7 seconds. That's it. As low as that bum will go. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, weights down. Squatting with knee to elbow. So if you feel like you can pick up the pace of this, do it, okay? I want you to feel what you feel with your body. I want you to move it as much as you feel it needs to. So 3, 2, 1. Squat down, knee to elbow. Keeping those shoulders back for me. You don't want that crunching forwards, okay? That's it. Come on. Go faster than me, go slower than me. It's up to you. Let's go, come on. Brilliant work. 20 seconds to go on this one. That heart rate should be up. Don't forget that breath. Crunching together. Good, come on. You can do this, girls, come on. If you've got big kids there as well, get them doing it. I love this one. And you're done. Lovely. Right, bicep curl, shoulder press. Grab those weights. Right, soft knees, neutral hips. I'm going to talk about it again. We don't want this, but we want soft knees. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Curl up into the press. Do it single if you want. Up to you, okay? Breathing out as you go up. And in. That's it. So your last set, make it count. 20 seconds. These short glimmers of time on our own. Probably not on our own actually, you're more than likely got a baby right there. But that little bit of time for you, take it, okay? It's more important than you ever know at the moment. And back down. Well done. Okay, weights down. We're going to finish with 30 seconds. So in 2020, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So, down onto your side for the side plank flow. Get ready. Nice alignment. Nice alignment. Elbow under shoulder. And off we go. Deep breath in. And out. All the way over. I know you can't see how far my hand is going. It's all the way over. Keep those fingers extended. 10 more seconds on this side and then we're going to switch. That's it. Last one on this side. And swap sides. Over we go. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And again, if you're finding this one too easy, I'm sure you've already done it, and I should have said at the start, but go into a form. If you feel like you can, and I'm not talking about people who are just 6 months, 7 months, I'm talking people who are a year plus, who have been training, who know where they're up to. If you feel that you know where you're up to, then do what feels right for you. That's it, nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, so get yourself a drink, and then we're going to go into some hip raises and donkey kicks. And we're going to go donkey kicks first today. So I'm just going to grab some water, and if you've got a resistant band, then I want you to put it on above your knees, okay? So I talked about that glute activation, always talking about that glute activation, and that's why I did it at the beginning. And you'll always find that I will add some kind of focused glute work in. And I say it all the time, it's not about how it looks, even though most people do want a nice looking bum. It is about how it functions, especially postnatal. It's about how it functions and how it supports the rest of your body. So doing things like this at a level which are appropriate for where you're at is ideal, because they are really good, strong glute muscle builders. So the first one we're going to do today, and I will just mix it up each week. We're on kind of like a programme, so we're going to be increasing as we go each week. We're going to be adding slightly more things. So as today I said, right, we're doing side lunges, it's up to you if you use weights. In the future it'll be like, no, we're using weights. So as long as you are at that point and you know where you're at, then go for it. Obviously people are joining all the time, so we just need to give lots of options. And with this, if you're finding that you're not able to lift your leg back enough because of the resistant band, take it off, okay? There's no winners in this life. We need to just do what's right for you. And you'll be sick of hearing me say that, but it's true. You can't just follow something because you're being told. You need to do what's right for you. So, yes, we're going to do donkey kicks. We're going to do each side. So we're going to start off whichever side you want, okay? As long as you do the other side next time. We're in a 4-point, so you can see my back is nice and flat. My knees are under my hips and my hands are under my shoulders. Nice, equal 4-point contact. And with the donkey kick, I'll demo again. I've got a band on, don't know if you haven't, but you go. You kick back now, I'm flexing that foot and we lift up. So you've got a flat foot and you come back down, okay? Now that's really important, because if you're pointing that toe, you're using a different point of you're not activating your glute as much as you should be. So you want that nice flat foot, and we're going to lift up and come back down. Now we're going to do 50 seconds on each side, okay? 50 seconds on each side, and we're going to be doing some holds and, yeah, let's do some pulses as well, okay? Might as well mix it all in. Precious time, yeah? So, 30 seconds first of all. Off we go. Nice, standing. Pushing it back as far as you can get it to reach, okay? So I've got a band on, so I'm not going too high, but I'm also not leaning over. If I went too high and I went over like this, that's putting me out of alignment. So even if you're going just to this point here, absolutely fine. You're still going to be activating that glute. So 2 more. And back up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse from there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight into the other leg. Off we go. Up and down. You may find that one side's easier than the other. Just engage that core still. Make sure you're nice and stable. Keep it going. Control that breathing. 10 more seconds. Then we're going to go into a hold. Keep that foot flat. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse from there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Whew, I felt that one today. I know what I need to be doing in my workouts this week, that's for sure. Right then, we're going to go into hip raises, glute bridges, whatever you want to call them, with holds and pulses again, okay? Because I know you guys can do it. So if you've got a band, use it. It'll keep you much more stable, add a bit more resistance as well. If you haven't, don't worry. We are going to start, 3 seconds, ignore that. We are going to, you can either have your feet flat on the floor, or you can lift your toes up, okay? Completely up to you. The toes up are the harder option, and you need to have a lot more stability. I'm going to have my feet flat today, and that will just make sure that both glutes are working at the same time, rather than one being more dominant than the other, which is very normal. That's why doing a lot of single leg glute work is really good. I'm probably repeating myself here week on week, but single leg glute work, once you're kind of past that 6-month mark, and kind of relaxing has died down and things like that, is very important, because you will normally find someone has a one glute stronger than the other. I know I do, and I have to work on it a lot, but that is key. So when you are lifting that pelvis up, I want you to make sure that you're not lifting at an angle, or when you're coming back down, more than likely, you may go drop down on one side, because one side's weaker than the other, and the other one's holding those glutes up, that pelvis up. So just watch out for it, listen to your body, watch what it's doing, okay? So, going down onto our backs, I'm going to have my feet flat, but you're more than welcome to have your toes up. Makes it a bit harder. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, okay? So nice, steady pulses, hip raises, sorry. We're going to pulse in a minute. So just concentrate. If you have your hands on your pelvis as well, you'll just feel a little bit more that you're tilting one way or the other. You just want to really fire that glute up. Really make it work. Make sure those knees aren't going out, your legs are nice and straight. Breathing out as you're lifting up. That's it. Okay, we're going to keep going for 10 more seconds. We'll be doing a lot of these today. Then we're going to be doing some holds and some pulses, okay? You're probably feeling it by now. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go straight into a hold. So just readjust yourself, make sure you're in that nice alignment. And we're going to hold in 3, 2, 1. Up we go. 5, 4, 3. Squeezing those glutes. 2, 1. Now bring those knees out for me and back in. 1, 2, 3. Keeping that pelvis high. Dropping back down. Okay, up we go again. 5, 4. Squeeze those glutes. 3, 2, 1. And bring those knees out. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring it back down. We're going to do one more of those. Up we go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Well done, everyone. That wasn't easy. It wasn't easy setting all those ones. They are definite burners. And obviously, if you want to add more than that, and just take your bands off. Let's have a quick chat. If you want to add more than that in, this is giving you the skills to do it, okay? If you've got a little bit more time, add some exercises in afterwards if you want. I know some people have been messaging me saying, it's awesome, I've been adding more in as well because they're further down the line postnatally. So do what's right for you. We're going to do some stretching. Shows I haven't put that light on, which will help slightly, won't it? Now, go down onto the floor, knees open, sit that bum on those heels. You'll get used to the stretching. It's the same every week. It's very similar to what I do in other classes as well. Walk yourself forwards and lower that head down. But as you walk, make sure that bum isn't lifting up off those heels. And down we go. Just relax those arms down. Okay. Come on up for me. We are going to do, we'll do a nice chest opener. So, arm all the way up, look up, and then thread this hand all the way under. Bring yourself down. And swap sides. So hand all the way up, and then all the way through and down. Lovely. Bring it back in, knees together, come back to seated, feet together, dropping those heels down as low as you can, okay? Just letting them go. Making sure you're not arching that back over. Well done. You need to be doing this one, especially lunges that we did, okay? And then one leg forwards, reaching down to your toes. Again, as always, keep that back up, nice and straight. We don't want to be arching it over like this. And then swap legs. Whew. Good work, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you've got any questions, then stick around for afterwards, or drop them in the comments, absolutely fine, and I can get back to you. So no problems there. And then we're going to go together. We're going to do a little bit of pelvic floor after this as well. We will do on all fours today. Do on all fours. Lovely. So again, add more stretching in if you want to. Always very important to make sure that you're fully stretched for you. Then we're going to stretch forwards. So interlink those fingers, put them forward, push them forwards. Looking up. Good. And then we're going to go above our head. Over to the side. Back to centre. And over to the other side. Lovely. Back to centre. Okay, then hands behind our back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Just making sure we're opening that chest up. I know I always say it, but this is such a nice stretch. It's a really nice stretch to start in the morning, start your day in the morning. So a lot of people go, oh, like that in the morning. Go the other way as well. It's really, really nice. Nice chest opener. Looking up and nice, nice. So roll those shoulders back. Fold them forwards. Lovely. Okay, we are going to do some pelvic floor. So, go on to all fours for me. Then I want you to drop down onto your forearms, sticking that bum up in the air. Okay? Relax those feet. Just let your body relax down. And then we're going to take a nice deep breath in. So, we're going to do full pelvic floor today. We're not going to split it, which sometimes we can. We can split it into contracting the muscles around the anus, contracting the muscles around the vagina, and contracting the muscles around the urethra. but we're going to do a full today, which is contracting the whole hammock of the pelvic floor. So nice and relaxed, a nice deep breath in, and what I talked about last week was, and I'm getting you to take lots of nice deep breaths in, aren't I? Make sure you're breathing out. Was stopping wind, okay? So, when we're in that position, stay there, it's a really relaxing position as well. I want you to imagine stopping wind, and in that position you won't be able to squeeze your glutes, you see, so it's a really good one to do that. And as you stop wind, you'll also be engaging your vagina muscles and your urethra muscles, just to make sure that everything comes together. And it's a moving the pelvic floor, it's a lift, so we're squeezing and lifting and moving forwards to that pubic bone that I talk about. So down we go, we are going to do it this time. So nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to think about stopping that wind. So breathe out. And release and breathe in. And again. Breathe out and stop that wind. Engage the muscles around your anus, around your vagina, around your urethra. Stopping yourself from trumping, stopping yourself from having a wee. Engage in those muscles. Well done. And breathe in and release. And breathe out and engage. And again, breathe in. So you may not be getting much positive feedback from this one. It all depends, it's different for every single person. So we'll go again. Breathe out and engage. Off we go. Lovely, and a nice deep breath in. And we'll do one more. And breathe out and engage. Lovely. This time breathe in and release, release, release. Okay? Well done everyone. Hope you enjoyed that session, and I'm just going to move the chair around, and then we're going to have a little bit of a chat, bit of information chat about why we do the certain things we do in these classes. Okay. So, I'll tell you what I will do is turn this off so you guys can hear it, but it will help me concentrate without that on. And pause that as well. Good. So as we're talking about this, if you do have any questions, just let me know. I'm here to help you and to kind of give you that bit of information. And obviously it is live at the moment, so it's not as easy as it is in the classroom or when we're on the sessions beforehand. So bear with me, but hopefully it will be of help. Okay? So you hear me talk about all the time using your breath, and using your breath in exercise, no matter where you are in exercise. If you have literally had your baby 6 weeks ago, or if you are a pro athlete, using your breath is absolutely vital. Not just because you have to breathe, but because you engage different muscles, your core contracts. The breath is so important. So breathing out on an effort is key, and that's, you know, the reason we do that is to use an active breath and to make sure we are engaging the right muscles at the right time. Making sure that happens is, a lot of people find it difficult to get their head round, but if you always remember to breathe out as you go, I've said this before in this session, I think, which is blow before you go. So it's making sure that you blow out before you actually do the movement, or whenever you're going against gravity. That's always a good one. So when you squat down, you breathe in because you're not going towards gravity. But when you're squatting back up, you're going against gravity. So you want to make sure you're breathing out. And with that, as well, as you breathe out and coming in an upward motion, your pelvic floor will contract, and you want that pelvic floor to contract. You want it to lift and to work the way it needs to work. And making sure that you're doing that will mean that you are building the strength of your pelvic floor, but also it will, if you have got any issues with your pelvic floor, it will help those issues occurring. So making sure you do that at early stage and this stage is vital really, but also as you go forward. So people who are runners, using I remember being taught, and I must have been about 15, I think, must have been about 15 when my coach, maybe a bit younger, taught me how to properly breathe when I run. And because otherwise you're just in, out, and it's engaging that core and it's breathing at the right point of running, and that's running, it's by the by from these sessions. But you would not see people like Jessica Ennis not breathing correctly at the right points when she is running long distance or short distance. So that's even down to after 6 weeks of having a baby, making sure that you are breathing at the right point is key. And so moving forward into that 6 month plus, where you are then increasing weights, where you are increasing the amount, the pace, the reps, all of those types of things, if you're not breathing right and your form's not right, then you're not going to improve. And that's why we talk about that breath. And if someone isn't getting the breath right first, then I normally pull right back onto that and make sure the breath is there first before we move forward into anything else. So that's why. In short, there's lots of other reasons as well. There's loads of other reasons why we use the breath, but we're going to do for that now. It's getting the amount of oxygen to the muscles when they're being used, which is quite called the active breath. So on Monday I talked about something bilaterally, but when we are 6 months doing bilateral movements, which is just using your arms or your legs, but now we are 6 months plus, we are able to do two things. So for example, we will move on to doing things like a squat and into a front raise, doing those types of movements once you have built up that core, built up that strength, built up that balance, built up that single-sided. So, you wouldn't do 6 weeks plus, you wouldn't necessarily do donkey kicks unless you knew exactly where you were training wise because of your pelvis and making sure you've got stability. But you may get to 4 months and feel you've got that stability. So 6 months on, we do single-sided, single leg work as long as your pelvis is feeling right. If it's not, then always give me a shout on here and I can give you an alternative, okay? We focus on a lot of the back of our body throughout all my training. My women's fitness still do that, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line of having children. But we focus a lot on the posterior chain, and that is things like doing squats and lunges and making sure that our glutes are strong, like I always talk about, and that our quads are strong and our hamstrings, and just making sure that those muscles are working the way they need to, doing the hip raises, the glute bridges, moving on to other bridges, that type of thing is really important. The posterior chain keeps us secure, keeps us stable, keeps us in line and helps the rest of our body. It means we're not hunching forwards like I currently am in my bad posture sat on this chair. It helps with our posture, it helps with our strength, it builds our core, because once our posterior chain is stronger, it means we're not relying on our delicate back or our core to do certain things, and we can actually work and build it back up. So when you have built that core, that posterior chain strength back up, you're then able to build up your core in the correct way. We've put in pressure on it at the right points and making sure that we're not overloading it, but make sure we're not underloading it as well, and making sure we're doing it justice to where doing your core justice to where you are in your recovery, or where it's not always recovery either. A lot of people who I work with are wanting to build their strength, who are wanting to get fit again and wanting to have that strength and that fitness. So it's building it up right for each individual. A lot of our posterior chain does actually get lazy, which is why we work on it so much, because as a mother with a newborn, you are sat down a lot because you're feeding and you're doing lots of things and you're tired. You're really tired. So you are sat down a lot. So our posterior chain gets quite lazy in the latter pregnancy and early postnatal. So that's why we focus on it as well. Just making sure that it is getting stronger and stronger each session you work. The other thing I just wanted to talk about briefly was Adding weights. So today I gave you options of adding weights, and making sure that you know how you're feeling and know how you want to progress, really. And adding those weights is making sure that your technique's there. So that's why I was always talking about, make sure you're pushing that bum back, and make sure you are that your knees aren't going over your toes, and all the basics, really, all those basics that we need to be doing before we're adding weights. But when you are 6 months plus, you are lugging around a 6-month-old baby who is normally pretty heavy and is still normally in their car seat, that you're carrying up and down stairs, that you're carrying into putting it onto the pram, you're picking that heavy pram up, pushchair up, you're carrying them on your body. You're carrying heavy bags, because at that point you're taking changing stuff, clothes, food. You're taking all the toys for them, so you can actually end up having a nice warm cup of coffee in a cafe when we're able to again. So you are lugging a lot of things around as a mother of a 6-month plus baby, and then when they get to toddlers, it's even more. So you're already carrying that weight, you're already using it. So making sure that you have built up the strength to be able to do that, and then increasing the rates, including weights first of all, and increasing them gradually, so that you are using them in a fluid motion, you are using them actively, and your form is there and on point and is correct, and adding weights at that point is nothing to be scared of at all, and is encouraged. I encourage it as long as people are ready. If you're not ready, that's when problems occur. So it's making sure that you're ready, and that it's right for you. And you're probably thinking, oh, come on, Em, I pick up my 10-month-old all the time and it's heavy and da-da-da. But how's your back? Is your back hurting? Are you picking them up right? Are you putting them on one hip and kicking that hip out, which everyone does? I did. I still do. He's 2.5. I still do. And my issues are on my other side because of that. So I have to work really hard at balancing things because of the life of a mother. You're needing to do certain things. You can't not pick your child up when they've fallen over or when they are crying for anything. You have to do it. But it's learning how to use weights actively in fitness to build your strength up through exercises that are safe and that you get the most out of, to then be able to pick your child up and things like that. I don't understand how people who aren't fit and strong are able to carry their toddlers, because mine is heavy. So not only in pregnancy you train kind of for motherhood and things like that, and then when you have your baby, you're training to get something back for you, to feel right, to feel strong, and to build that strength. You're also training for life. It's not just the here and now. It's as you progress all the time, as your child gets heavier, as their things get heavier, as you've got scooters, as you've got all this stuff, and ensuring you're not doing it with a hunchback and issues in that way. So it's something not to be scared of. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I had a baby and I'm worried about adding weight. At the right time for you is key. It's not going and jumping around and doing a Joe Wicks he's awesome, but it's making sure you're doing it right for you, and not adding the weights to certain things, and it's not as broad brush, which is hard in these times when you haven't got a personal trainer next to you teaching you these things, or in a class which is specific for your point of strength and recovery. It's harder, but having the knowledge and having the confidence to do it and to move forward is important. And it's doing it right. So I hope that helps. It was a bit of a ramble at the end. Probably all of you have gone, yeah, that's enough now. But it's about not being scared, because I know a lot of people can be, and it's doing it right and always making sure. So a good tip, if you are using weights and to know if it's the right weight for you, is if you are suddenly lifting, you're doing a shoulder press with 2 weights, for example, and you lift up and you're like, how am I going to get to 12 reps of this? My God, she's wanting me to do 40 seconds of this. How am I going to do that? And your head tips forwards and things like that. Then you know that they're too heavy at that point. Drop a weight. Do it with one. That's what I was saying today. Assess yourself as you're going along. assess what your posture's doing. If something's getting hard and you're like making those noises, making those sounds, assess where you're up to and look. Have a mirror there. A mirror is awesome for doing online exercises because you can see what your posture, what I would normally see. So you're able to see what I'm normally able to see and compare to what I'm doing or what you were doing in those first 2 exercises. Making sure that you are in line and you are doing that standard exercise with no weights and it doesn't change when you add the weights. Yes, it's meant to get harder, but it's not meant to put you out of form. And don't ever be afraid to put a weight down, ever. Always put a weight down if you feel it's too much. No one ever judges. But just making sure that you can always get up to about 10 or 12 reps with that weight and not be like, oh my God, I can't do that again. Because we repeat it, don't we? We repeat it 3 times in these exercises. So a good guide is 10 to 12 weights, 10 to 12 reps without losing form or posture, because that's the last thing we want you guys to be doing. All right? So that's your guide. I hope that helps a little bit. We'll be talking about other stuff next week. We'll be back here for 6 Month Plus at 1 PM next Wednesday, and 0 to 6 fitness, 6 weeks to 6 months fitness on Monday, okay, at 1 PM. So take care, everyone. Get out in that sunshine if you can, and see you all next week. Bye.